What's good, everybody? It's Kyron Montero. This is the first video blog episode of what I'm calling KM Mitch Talk. And basically, these video blogs are going to be created really more so to focus on audio engineering, the aspect of mixing. But we will cover other things to talk about tracking, mastering, business. So like I said, it's more focused to help engineers, but I think artists can learn from these as well. Especially this first episode that we're going to talk about. This first episode is going to be called Make It Happen, No More Excuses. So many times, man, I'm talking to a lot of aspiring musicians, music producers, engineers, recording artists, people who want to start record labels, people who want to be doing audio engineering, mixing and mastering for artists like what I'm doing. There's a ton of things that people aspire to be within the music industry, but there's also a ton of excuses that people come up with, right? We're paralyzed by fear that we'll fail, that we won't do nothing, right? And then just excuses. My challenge to everybody today is to make it happen, especially to recording artists and the audio engineers. And the reason that I say that is this. There's different audio engineers and different recording artists who want to invest into what they got going on, but they're scared though. And I think one is because they'll fail, right? They're scared that they invest into money. If they invest money to what they're doing, right, that they won't be able to recuperate their investment. Not only that, but profit. Either they're scared that they can't get the money back and profit from it, or they're just lazy. They just don't want to invest. Look, man, invest into what you got going on. To record an artist, right? You complain that studio time is too much. From what I've seen, at least in the area that I live at, most professional studios are charging $40 to $70 an hour for tracking. And there's normally at least a 2-hour minimum that you have to be there. Artists complain that studio time is too much. Or if you're going to a mixing and mastering engineer like myself, right? There's flat rates for everything. And they're complaining that stuff costs too much. Well, you got to think about this. If you really want to invest into what you got going on, if you really want your music career to take off, you have to sacrifice. We all have to sacrifice. You got to stop buying the latest shoes that you want. Stop buying video game consoles and video games and all the fresh jewelry and whatever it is. Stop eating fast food for a whole year. I don't know. Whatever it is that you're doing that's stopping you from investing into your career, you got to sacrifice. All of your wants, everything outside of your needs, right, for you and your family, paying your bills, paying your rent, your car notes and all of that. Of course, you need that kind of stuff. But anything that's wants, sacrifice it. The last year has been a lot of sacrifice for me. I mean, I've been a lot of things. I'm a nationally known Christian hip-hop artist named The Messenger. I own and the president of an indie record label called Engage Records, right? I'm an audio engineer. I'm a drummer. I do a lot of things within music. But here lately, I've been promoting audio engineering services more because independent artists need quality at affordable rates. And I understand that they can't afford to get some of these, higher name engineers. So what I'm doing is I'm giving artists the same quality in the same lane, the same professional results, but much more scaled down rates compared to what a lot of other guys are offering. But this last year or so, I've invested into the studio that I own, Engage Studios, $10,000 at least probably out of my own pocket, around $10,000. Now, you don't make a lot of money in this industry. Not dealing with independent artists and being in the independent market. Maybe when you're dealing with more mainstream commercial and big label projects, but right, us freelance audio engineers, us independent record labels and independent artists and producers who are working in the independent market, we don't make a lot of money. So to be able to invest $10,000 in the last year is a pretty great thing, just into the studio. We're not even talking about, stuff for the record label. We're talking about just for the studio. But one thing that I had to do within this last year is really sacrifice, right? I wasn't going shopping all of the time. I wasn't taking vacations and doing things like that. I knew what I wanted to accomplish. I knew what vision I had placed on my heart, right? And I sacrificed that. So it's time to stop making excuses. It's time to make it happen. Make it happen. No more excuses. You got to do that. Same thing for the audio engineers. Stop making excuses that you can't get this piece of gear that you want. You want this compressor. You want this plug-in. You want this microphone. Blah, blah, blah. Stop making excuses. Sacrifice. Go hard. Don't let nobody stop. You have a certain kind of determination that no matter what, you will accomplish what you want to do. Now, that doesn't mean that everything happens perfectly like you planned it. Plans change. But at the end of the day, though, you have to know that you're so determined, you're so focused, that you'll sacrifice everything outside of needs, right? All of your wants, all of that stuff, sacrifice it, focus, do what you want to do. I promise you it will pay off. So my message from this blog, make it happen. Stop making excuses. Until next time, visit me at KyronMontero.com. Shoot me an email at info@KyronMontero.com. Would love to answer questions. If you need mixing and mastering on your projects, would love to do that. Check out the website. You can see sample work, rates. Check out the blog where you'll see this at. All kind of stuff. See my mixing and mastering philosophy on things. Check it out.